nutrition 16-week course. So you can see here, this is what you're going to see when you get in. So I'm going to tell you to go ahead and hit the content. There's a few things that I'm going to end up updating here just so that you're not confused. But the intro to the course tells you a little bit. And so here's the welcome video that you got in my, I'm just telling you welcome to the class, and these things are going to follow. This is your code to register for the Mastering site. And within here is going to tell you all on how to register for Mastering. If you go connect to the website here, I know it says Mastering A&P. I'm taking that out. This is actually your Mastering Nutrition site. Again, it's showing here your registration code. So whenever you go to do any of the Mastering stuff later, you can essentially hit here, and it's going to take you to the Mastering Nutrition website. So let me really quick move this over. And I'm going to go back so I can talk about the website. And I'm going to sign in here. So I can discuss this in a second with you. And so let's go back to content here. So that'll get you, and you can either bookmark it or you can come here to always get to that Mastering website. So your first discussion is essentially, and I know this is a little confusing, so I'm going to fix this up for you really quick. Your discussion 1 for this week is an introduction video. And this is the only time it's due this Sunday because I want to hurry up and get it in there so that I can start watching them and understand who you are as an individual, and your classmates can. So Animoto is a website that allows you to upload videos and pictures and type in sayings to make a small video. You can even put your own music in there. As you notice, I have my own music. You can keep it really simple and just use what's already there. I would suggest using the default background because that's going to allow you to make your video 3 to 5 minutes long. So you're going to post that, and that's due this Sunday. And then your 2 replies are due January 25th by 11:59. Or your 3 replies are due January 25th by 11:59. So you're going to make a 3 to 5 minute video telling all about yourself, why you took the class, what you want to be when you grow up, or in the future. I know we're all grown up. And tell me some of the things you like. Mine is really long, and I did that on purpose so that you can watch it. You don't have to watch the whole thing, right? But you can watch it and say, hey, does this give me any ideas of what I might want to put in there, right? And so hopefully it'll tell you a little bit about myself, see if you have any commonalities with me if you want, or give you some ideas. So that's your first discussion that you're going to do. Now the syllabus is here for you to download, and your syllabus overview that talks all about how the class works, that video is here and has been updated. The class structure, this tutorial, of course, you found is right here. And if you need to go to the testing center for anything, that gives you the testing center information. Now the student communication forum, you can just click in here and you can create a thread. And so if you're having any problems with anything, or you have a question that you want to ask a fellow classmate, you just start a thread and you communicate back and forth. This is not going to be where I come into. This is something just for you and your fellow classmates to be able to interact with each other. If you have a question that you need from me, just contact me directly. Now, all your discussions, and you only have one in here for now, is in here. And starting next week, you'll see the next discussion. And discussions are one thing that it's going to happen as we go through. But the rest of the class you can do and get done early. So let's go into what we see for each one of these chapters. So the chapter tells us essentially what is there. So it tells you read chapter 1. And then these things, 1 through 4, can be found in my Mastering or Mastering Nutrition, and these give you the due dates of them, right? And so these are the things that you should be working on this week. And then down here tells you what's in D2L. So here is your discussion 1 post that you'll find in D2L. So I would suggest you come here every week to figure out what you should be doing, and then going to the Mastering A&P, or Mastering, Nutrition, to actually go into your assignments. Go here. So you can see, and they say all activities are due at 11:59 p.m., right? I don't say the date on the end because they're all due at different times. But this is my suggestion. This for instance, you want to finish these immediately because that's what's absolutely due the soonest. These fit into what you start at the beginning, and so that's why I suggest you do them during that week. Chapter 2, you'll see here, is due the 28th, and these are due the 8th. And the discussion reply to number 1 is due on the 25th. And if you look, you'll notice that there are PowerPoint lectures within each unit, so you can print those out, and those PowerPoint lectures will help you when you're doing your quizzes. Now, let's get over, you can see 1 through 15 is completely finished. Now let's get over to mastering and see what's going on here. I'm going to update this introduction to mastering. That's just going to teach you how to do it, and there's no points associated with that. The brief dynamic study modules, those are the ones I would start with first. And so what these are just full credit. You do it, you get the points. It doesn't matter if you get it wrong or if you get it right. These are just trying to see if you understand concepts or not. So here it says, determining the types of fats people should consume to lower the risk of heart disease based on their genetic makeup is an example of what field to study. So over here, you're going to be like epidemiological research, observational research, nutritional genomics, or human genome project, or you just don't know. And so on here, I'm like, okay, nutritional genomics sounds cool. Maybe this, no, maybe it's, I'm not sure. If you hit twice, it says you're sure, and that's the one you think it is. If you hit halfway, that means, I'm thinking it could be between these two, right? And then you're going to submit. Well, here, as you see, is a light green. Dark green means you're right. Red means you're completely wrong. Light green means you're half right. So I can just tell you it's nutritional genomics here. But if you weren't really sure, you can try to do between the two. And they're not going to tell you exactly which one it is. They're requiring you at the end to kind of review over everything, right? So on the next one, if you go through, the research design in which neither the scientists nor the subjects can distinguish between the experimental group and the control group is known as what? So you look through there and you're like, I'm going to say it's double blind, and I'm pretty sure. And I submit, and it's like, yeah, I'm right. So that's how it's going to work. And as you can see, it's just going to be for completion. So that's what you should do first. The second one is your quizzes, and these are essentially open books. So what you're going to do here, you just click in this. And you can see on here, right? Let me click on this one guy here. And you're like, It's just going to give, and they could be, you could be moving them around. They could be just straight multiple choice questions, right? Research indicates that working women with families are likely to experience food insecurities, enjoy spending more time grocery, want to spend less than 15 minutes preparing a meal, or unable to prepare meals that meet their family's daily nutritional needs. Let's say I'm just going to pick that, and I'm going to submit it, and then it's going to say completed. And then after you've completed it, you're going to hit next, and it's going to get the next question, right? And at the top, they're going to say what the difficulty is, how much that they're assuming that you'll spend on each one, right? And then essentially, you can go through, and it will tell you which ones at the end you got right, which ones you got wrong. But what you can do with this is use everything at your disposal to help you as you go through it. Now, the last few things we're going to look at is your big project that you're doing, right? And so your food analysis, you can come in here, and you can use any program to track your food. Just make sure it's a reliable one that's going to give you all the information that you need. So I'd suggest you go into My Diet Analysis to begin with and create, and this is for your create a profile, and then you're going to see, you're going to start tracking your diet and what you need. You're going to track your activity, right? And then you're going to see reports. And so this is what you're going to use to make your personal nutritional report at the end, and then to look at all your content together to essentially make your report. Once you make your report at the end, you're going to come back here, and there's going to be, which you'll see there starting next week, there's going to be a D2L thing for which you incorporate that information into, or you submit it there. Now, once you're done submitting it, you can come over here and you'll notice that there's these introductions. So there's 9 of these different things that you're going to take your dietary analysis and do it. So I would do this introduction at the same time you're creating your data, because this is going to give you an idea of how to do it. And each one of these are worth 10 points, and they kind of build on each other. Each one is going to focus on a different part of your diet. So it's going to basically explain how everything works. It's going to talk about creating your personal profile. And then it's going to start asking you all of these different questions about your activity, what you eat, how active you are, and everything else. So you can use this first part to help you create your diet analysis, and then the diet analysis from that point on will be used to answer all the other questions. And so that is it for your walkthrough. It's pretty straightforward and easy. If you have any kind of questions at all, please let me know, and I'll do my best to help you out. Have a great week, and I will talk to you later.